Oh, I know, darling. Yes, no, that's fine, but I have to do an instructional video right now. No, it's just, no. It's part of what I do, sweetheart. Please. Oh, oh. It's been a very long day. So, I hear you need some instructions. Well, no, just it's perfectly fine. It is last minute, so that was kind of annoying, but I mean, it's really okay. So I heard you guys do a Yankee swap. Well, my darling, Yankee swaps are, I guess they're okay. I mean, if you insist on doing them, then I suppose you should. And if it works for your family, then, well, I guess that is okay. So let's move forward with the instructions on the Yankee swap. Hang on 1 minute. I don't know what I'd do without that. Anyway, so what you need to do is you all need to pick numbers. And so when you pick numbers, you'll have numbers from 1 to 50, or I don't know how many is in your group. Is it 12 or something? Is it 12? 12? Okay. So I was told it was 12. And so you pick numbers, and number 1 goes to the tree and picks a present. And you might have a lovely little present like this. It's just, it's darling. Isn't it darling? It's darling. I'm telling you, it's darling. So you pick your present, and because you're number 1 and it's a Yankee swap and no one else has a present, you can't swap. So you open your present. So number 1 has a present and they have it open. And it's probably a lovely present, I'm sure. So I guess what would happen next is number 2 would then pick a present. Also, they'd go and pick another present. Here's a lovely present. So number 2 now has a decision to make. Now, you can't shake the present like this, or do that, or anything like that. You have to just leave the present. You can't grope it. I mean, that's just horrible stuff. So what you would do is you would decide if you wanted number 1's present, which you can see. For example, maybe it's like, keys to a Mercedes, or, the passport to your new yacht, or, oh, I don't know. Maybe it's a beautiful, some lovely perfume or something from Paris. It could be something like that. And let's say you really wanted it. Let's say the yacht was something that really floated you. So let's say you did that. So you wanted the yacht. So you would trade. So you'd take the yacht away from that person, and it would be yours for a little bit. And then they would have to open that present, which is, good because you have the yacht. So, but anyway, so then number 3 would come along and they'd pick a present. So now let's say you have, you have this present here, which was the keys to the Mercedes, and this one over here, darling, which was the yacht. And then this person opens one up, and it's the ski chalet in New Hampshire. It's really quite lovely. Okay, but anyway, so 3 people now. This person, number 3, took their present and opened it. But as you go along, number 4 picks a present, and they decide, before they open it, they decide whether they want to trade it for one of these lovely, lovely gifts that they brought. The yacht, the Mercedes, the New Hampshire home. It's just lovely. Anyway, so you decide what you want to do, and but when you get all the way to the end, and everyone has a present that's open, so you have all these swaps in between, and you get to the end, then number 1, who opened their present because there was no other presents to swap with, well, they get to take their Mercedes keys, because that's what they have right now, let's say. And they say, well, I already have 2 Mercedes. What do I need another one for? So they take that and they switch it for the yacht, because the yacht is really what everyone wants. That's so in this year. It's amazing. So, but anyway, so they switch for the yacht. And when he switches for the yacht, or she switches for the yacht, they get to keep it, because this is the final swap. So it's so exciting. You get to keep what you want. So the yacht person goes off. And then the person who got the Mercedes keys, they go, well, you know, I really go for Aston Martins. I don't like Mercedes, so I don't want this. So I'm going to switch for the house in New Hampshire. So they give this present to the person who had the house in New Hampshire, and they get to keep the house in New Hampshire now, which is very exciting too, because that's what they wanted, you know. And so it keeps going like that until you get to a person for, let's say, they get the keys to the Mercedes, and they go, golly, I've always wanted a 1982 two-seater Mercedes. It's just the most exciting thing I've ever had. And I want to add it to my collection. So they say, you know, I really want this present. I'm not going to swap anymore. So when they do that, the game stops. So whatever present you have in your hand, you can you keep. And you know, you can do whatever you want with. You can go out to the next room in the billiards or something when you get a drink, and you can switch something secretly. But the game itself is over, you see. So that's really how the game works. So, you know, if you have any questions, just give a call to, you know, Woodworth's Manor House, and ask for Darlene. The butler will take the message and give it to me, and I will get back to you within 4 to 7 days. So just don't worry, it will all work out fine, and you guys will have a blast, and you'll enjoy your Christmas. So I really, really hope that this was clear and everything was fine, and I hope you get everything you want for Christmas. And just remember, Mercedes, yacht, or New Hampshire home, it doesn't really matter. What really matters is that you're with your family. Yes, honey, I'm coming. Now stop bothering me. Just remember, family is so important. Have a wonderful holiday. Thank you so much for having me.